What's up, Joe fans? I'm back with Retro Duke and Scarlett.
G.I. Joe!
Alright, and this time around, I decided to go with Amazon for the better prices and the free shipping. The only question was, what kind of shape, are the packages going to show up in, right? So we'll see if there's any damage. I'm going to slice this sucker open, and let's see if we got, I believe, should be two of them in here. There's room for two of them. And also, never cut the way that I'm cutting. Don't do as I do, because you should be cutting away from your fingers. But anyway, yeah, here we go. We've got G.I. Joe First Sergeant Duke. Yeah, so he's there, and looks like Scarlett's underneath him. Yeah, that's in good shape. Actually, yeah. We do hear some complaints about Amazon and, how they treat the packages and stuff. It's like Ace Ventura at the beginning there. Got a package, people! And they just smack it around. But no, in this case, this is in great shape. Both of these packages are in perfect shape as far as I can tell. Let's take a better look at Scarlett, though, to make sure. Yeah, yeah, that's good. I've only ever had one package be damaged, and that was my Zorana figure. But otherwise, every other order from Amazon has come in good shape. So that's very pleasantly surprising. Thank you so much, Amazon. Showing off the beautiful card art. I almost don't want to open these. Getting a closer look at that artwork, it is very well done. I gotta say, it is a little bit better than the originals, not to be blasphemous. Back of the cards shows off the file cards and all the figures available in this wave. And here is Duke's file card in several different languages. And Scarlett's as well. I remember she was originally from Canada for the Canadian releases. And I'm not going to get Recondo, I don't think, unless maybe he goes on sale. Alright, and one last thing I gotta mention about these packages, of course, is that unlike the Snake Eyes package, they're not detached at all. The bubble is not detached, the glue has not, failed at all. It's very nice and tight and brand spanking new. Alright, we've admired the packages enough. Time for the actual reviews. So Duke was the original leader of G.I. Joe in the cartoon, not the comics, but he was a very awesome leader, pretty much the face of the whole franchise, and he was voiced by the great actor Michael Bell. Very cool character. He was supposed to die in the movie, but we all know he didn't. Duke was originally available in '83 as a mail-away, and in 1984 he was on this glorious card. Yes, loved Duke. Always will be one of my personal favorites. 25th anniversary Duke was very cool as well. I especially liked the one that came with the American flag and the jetpack. I sold my original classified Duke with the shin guards. Just getting a packaging comparison here next to the newly acquired awesome Airborne. And here he is in the bubble. Out of the package, I just cut him out, and yeah, he looks wonderful. I'm not sure why the helmet has a visor. That's a little different, but okay. Can't complain when you get more than you expect, right? This is a lot. Comes with two different, hands here as well, the fists and that really cool knife too. So the first three accessories I'm going to take a real good look at here first include the retro G.I. Joe display stand with the two pegs. So all G.I. Joes in the retro line, I believe, come with this. At least these three, including Snake Eyes, have so far. His gun is iconic, of course. Yeah, really nice shade of olive green there, just like the original Duke. Getting in those retro colors, of course. And naturally, he's got to come with these binoculars as well, as the original Duke came with them too. Never my favorite part, though. And he's got some other stuff here. Let's show it off. We've got the gun. It looks like a Glock or something. It's got some nice detail. Jet black, fits right in his holster there on his hip. And here is the nice shiny dagger. I really like the silver paint on this. Yeah, I did a pretty good job with that. That too can be sheathed on Duke as well, which is really cool. I love it when they do that. And here's the helmet. Whoa, very easy to drop it. Very slippery. But yeah, he's got the visor there. So the visor there, just like, Short Fuse, Grand Slam, Hawk as well, Flash, characters like that. Those are the ones that came with that. But anyway, I guess they just threw it in as a bonus. And here is his gun that we've seen many times in the cartoon as well. So it's nice olive green and kind of a forest brown there, very dark coloring there. And he's got the two fists, of course. So he can punch people, he needs those for punching. So yeah, they look fine. It's always nice to see an extra, pair of hands or an extra head or something like that. And the backpack with the shovel that says G.I. Joe on it. I have no idea what the very small fine print says there. I have no idea. But, typical peg on the back kind of backpack. So cool stuff. All right, taking a look at Duke, and wow, he looks fantastic. The face, the hair, it's wonderful. I like the grenade, bandolier thing, but it does kind of rise up a bit, as you can see. That's okay. And we've got his backpack on as well, with the old shovel there is permanently attached there, as it should be, I guess, in traditional style of the retro figures, because these figures are for my generation. Yeah, so articulation. Yeah, pretty much typical, what you'd expect from the head here, moving around on a ball joint. The arms and shoulders, actually, that shoulder bit there can kind of move in and out like that. They're all supposed to do that. I never usually show those off in my videos. Let's get rid of the backpack and we'll move the arms around a bit. And yeah, let's get that in place. Moving the arms, moving the wrists will twist as well, and the torso will twist. He's got a bit of an ab rocker, you could call it. And there is his pistol, his gun, his Glock, whatever it is, on the side there. Let me know if you know exactly what kind of weapons these are in the comments below. I'm very happy to see his knee is not loose, like Snake Eyes' right knee was very loose. And of course, he's got the usual articulation, the ankle rocker and everything like that. So yeah, that's what we'll come to expect from Scarlett. There's his knife sheathed in his left boot, and that's very cool as well. I like the thigh twist, they're very posable, and he's not very loose, as I shake him up there. He's not bad at all. He's in really, really good shape in terms of the tightness of the joints, and the paintwork is great, and that classic American flag on the shoulder. Duke fully armed with his two big guns, and Duke with the visor helmet on, and he does look a bit like Short Fuse. But yeah, he looks like Short Fuse or maybe original Hawk, right? But that's okay. I don't mind the visor so much. He looks really good, and he holds his weapons well. One more shot of Duke with the visor helmet and the binoculars, and he's all decked out, ready to rock. Yeah, I really, really dig this Duke. And here he is without the helmet. This is more traditional styles, I guess, back in '83. Looks great next to Retro Snake Eyes. And that is all for Retro Duke. And we're going to take a look at Scarlett next, but I'm very impressed with this figure. Alright, time to take a look at Retro Scarlett and her two different ponytails. Scarlett was one of the original G.I. Joes from 1982. And she was a personal favorite, even though she was kind of a peg warmer. And the 25th anniversary line did her justice as well with the ponytail. And the classified line, that first version was okay, the repaint was better. The Scarlett from the Snake Eyes movie was actually probably the best one to this point. So again, a great way to show off everything that comes with Scarlett here, pretty much in one shot. Her right leg is a little bit twisted there. It might be nothing, so let's hope so. She, too, comes with a tiny dagger and a whole bunch of great accessories. Taking a look at Scarlett's awesome amount of accessories that she comes with here. We'll start with the display stand, of course. That's standard with all these retro figures, I believe. And yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about that. The names aren't on them like the 25th anniversary ones, but that's okay. And yeah, taking a look at the gun here first. Let's take a look here. This is a nice pistol. And that's pretty cool. The only thing about some of these weapons, like this AK I think, is they're kind of bendy. Unfortunately, the soft goods are a little bit bendy, but that's kind of par for the course, I guess, with a lot of these figures. If they make them too sharp and hard, they're no good. There's her backpack, which is very different from the original Scarlett's backpack. She comes with a little dagger as well. So just like Duke, you got your last resort dagger there. Anyway, and extra hands, of course, as well. So she does come with these two extra hands that are fists, just like Duke. And now taking a look at this rifle, which is exactly like Duke's rifle as well. It's just a different color. This one is obviously a bit lighter than Duke's. It's got the much darker back part to it there. Yeah, it's interesting that they just made them different colors so that you wouldn't mix them up, I guess. But that's cool. I mean, she didn't even have to come with that weapon. It is a bit bendy, though, unfortunately. And here is the iconic crossbow. Yes, sir. Very, very cool crossbow. Very glad that she came with one that looks like it can stick together very well. We've had problems with crossbows in the past, and 4 different arrows. One last thing about this crossbow is that it actually can be separated in two. You can detach the front part. I had no idea. So this just leaves it as, another gun, another sidearm. That's cool. It kind of looks like a Star Wars gun, though. All right, so taking a look at Scarlett, she is beautiful. She's got the short hair at the moment, just like the original, but you can pop in a couple of ponytails there, and I'll do that in a second. She's very cool. She comes with that quiver for her arrows on the side, and of course the hole in the back. And here she is with the curvy ponytail, and it is a bit of a pain to kind of get them in there and get them to stay in there the right way. You do kind of have to force it a bit, but that's no big deal. And yeah, that's just a minor misgiving, but a very fine figure. They did an excellent job on her. And the straight ponytail as well. I mean, it's mostly straight anyway. So, yeah, I mean, why not? If they can produce these tiny pieces of plastic that can be, making the character have a different look. 3 different looks for Scarlett. Hey, for the price that they were selling it for, it's damn worth it. So yeah, very impressed with the coloring as well here. The ninja stars on the left arm as well. Cool. And on to the articulation now. And we're going to move her around, just like Duke. I mean, I kind of don't even have to do this because we already know. But just for the hell of it, I'll show off her articulation, as she does have skinnier arms and things. So her head moves very well, side to side, on that ball joint. And she can move all around, and unlike the original Scarlett. And the knees bend, and the knees are tight. Yay! Tight knees. Very good to see. Ankle rockers, the pivoting of the ankles. So that's pretty typical. The thigh will twist, and the torso moves a bit as well. But yeah, the thighs that move are really cool. The arms bend nicely. They don't feel like they're going to snap off, which can happen with female figures. A lot of them are very weak at the elbows, I find. But no, she's very solid. She's not loose at all. It was just Retro Snake Eyes. It was the only one that was kind of loose. You can move that quiver kind of wherever you want, and twist her hands around, and you can replace them with fists, of course, as you know. But yeah, I think she's great. I think she's very poseable, just like the other retro and classified 6-inch G.I. Joes from Hasbro. Great job on this one, though. Just excellent. All right, and this is my favorite pose at the moment, I thought, because she grips her pistol very well, and she can hold the crossbow nicely, and all the arrows fit very well into that crossbow. Just for safekeeping, I'm going to probably put them all in the quiver, just have her crossbow empty after this one shot. But she's great. I think she's very poseable. She would look great on anyone's shelf. She's a beautiful figure, and definitely the best 6-inch Scarlett, I think. Even better than the Snake Eyes one. Yeah, she's the best. And a couple of big guns, just going to show off her ability to hold her AK and everything. And next to Zorana, another female classified figure. So she stands up very nicely next to Zartan's sister. And next to Snake Eyes, who was her lover in the comics only. In the show, she was dating Duke. Speaking of Duke, there he is with his cartoon girlfriend. Yeah, they look fantastic together. I'm very, very pleased with the results here. So happy I pre-ordered these on Amazon because they're cheaper than anywhere else in Canada, in my country at least. So very, very happy to see these two. And until next time, guys, yo, Joe.